Oh, oh! Are they gonna transport in this world too? Okay. Right, let's go.
Gray, what the fuck have you gotten us into now? Where should I even begin looking? The runt could be anywhere by now. And he seemed perfectly fine yesterday. This better not be the same kind of stunt. Huh? Is that you, Gray? Rush over and swing the door open, only to see that.
It's that John? No, but speak of the devil and she will appear.
This is why I pray every Sunday. John, what the hell do you want?
Is that any way to talk to your landlord, Mutt? Oh, or do I need to put two names on this eviction notice? He waves a piece of paper. Ah!
He waves a piece of paper in my face before stopping to dramatically fan himself with it, looking around at the apartment in disgust.
On second thought, it might be better to just start from scratch with this unit. Let nature heal itself once the poison is gone for good, you know?
Well, I got bad news for you, mademoiselle. Your tenant has gone missing.
On the run? My word!
Not quite, but me and Sim are fixing to go look for him.
Well, that makes three of us now. Four, actually.
Pardon? He sighs, gesturing behind him.
It seems that swampy fellow's been sniffing around town for your former boy. For your very close friend. He slithered into the bar tonight, asking everyone where Grayson was hiding.
Fuck, Charles is back? Why now? He presses the makeshift fan into his pursed lips, smiling coyly.
Oh, so you know the ruffian. My, did it strike me as your type.
Listen, you fucking clown. This ain't a joke. If he's here, Gray's in trouble. Go back to the bar and lock the doors! Right now!
But
I push past him. He's ridiculous outfit, jiggling like a wind chime. If he finds Gray first.
Can I skip? Oh, in the back! Interesting!
I checked with a familiar weight in my back pocket, confirming that I was armed before heading down the stairs and into the rain. It's coming down hard and I can barely make out anything but the vague shapes of buildings. I wander, aimlessly peeking into the windows of random bars and clubs. No sign of him anywhere. Eventually, I get to the main thoroughfare, soaked and completely exhausted. The endless rows of neon signs light the view ahead like shining jewels. There's beauty to it, yet something seems off. The thunder's so loud it sounds like the goddamn world is ended. Something ominous looms over the city. What was that?
Oh! Whoa! Is that the future? Whoa! Look at that, everybody! It's the future!
This ain't right. New Orleans, it doesn't look like this.
Is he hot? Is he hot? It's the padre!
As soon as it appears, it's gone.
Is it father? Pare? Papa? Padre?
No, something else is here now. One figure stands in the middle of the road. The only other person besides me out of this mess. Simone? You still here? There's no response. Yo! Sim? I see a shape swing out from behind the figure. A tail, long and reptilian. A set of slitted eyes catch the light from a nearby lantern, glaring straight at me. Charles. I reach for my back pocket without a second thought, eyes strained on him. What do you want? He ain't here! He stays silent. Then the click of a revolver. Shit! I feign going right and then dart towards the row of houses to my left. A huge splash in the mud, followed by a muffled pop, almost made me flinch. I have a bullet in me if I waited just a second more. He isn't just here for Gray. He's out for blood. I whisper a prayer to myself as I squeeze in between the wooden houses.
Oh my god! Idiot will be the thing! It's not Simone! It will be Idiot! Oh, the drama!
I whisper a prayer to myself as I squeeze in between the wooden houses, my shirt getting caught in unrubbed patches of an unlacquered pine. Don't look back! Don't look back! Ignoring the splinters in my pads, I slide free just as I hear him round the corner. A gunshot rings through the corridor and I break left, just in time. The bullet whizzes past where my head would have been and hits the opposite wall. I hear him mutter to himself angrily. He won't fit through here. He'll have to go around. I have time. Maybe 10 seconds. Tops. Do I try to ambush him? Wait somewhere and go for the throat? I whip out my switchblade. 7 inches. Will that be enough to cut through scales? Maybe it'd be better to run, but if he's here, the sheriff's likely been paid a handsome sum to overlook this. There's no other choice. Son of a bitch has to die! I breathed slowly and tried to calm myself down. It's been a while since I had to do this. Come up from behind, left arm around the chest, pinning both shoulders. Knife in right hand, cut against the jugular towards myself in one swift motion. Pushed his body away against the grain of the blade and then drop him. That would require perfect conditions to work though. He weighs more than me, and I can use that to my advantage. Catch him off guard and get him to lunge at me so I can fall into my knife. And then grab his gun and finish him off. I focus, trying to listen past the falling rain to guess what side of the alley he will be coming from. Didn't catch him as soon as he turns the corner. Something slow and plodding. To my right. This is it! I grip the knife in both hands and itch over towards the end of the alley while crouched, using patches of grass to muffle my footsteps. Little wood. I see shoes moving behind the stilts of the raised building, shiny and black. I get to the corner and hold my breath, the knife's hilt pressing against my stomach as I prepare to plunge it into with all my strength. All I can hear now is the sound of my own erotic breathing and the sound of his approaching footsteps. Come on, you bastard! He stops. Huh? I cover my muzzle. Shit! Could he hear me breathing? Ambush is a bust. I need to act now! Fuck it!
Oh god. Oh my goodness. It's Virgil.
What the fuck are you?
Such a mouth on you, boy.
I'm about to be your salvation.
It's Thursday! They're still naked! Can I skip this? I can't! As much as I'd like to spend all the day with Gabe naked in bed, we start getting dressed. He bends over to start gathering our clothes and take a minute to appreciate his assets. Hey, are you staring at my ass? No. Would that be bad? I was joking. You already got a good look yesterday, remember? And I'm getting an even better look right now. Sheesh, you're a beast. Last night was enough for you? I chuckle and walk up behind him, patting his big rump lovingly. Don't get me wrong, it was lovely, but I couldn't see a damn thing. We possums are very visual creatures, Gabe. I want to cement this image in my brain forever. Oh, if you wanted one with your spank bank, all you had to do was ask, dude. Huh? He flings the clothes across the room and lays on the ground, spreading himself wide for me. Fuck! Rolls his eyes and sits back up, throwing his shirt and underwear on. Come on, man. Let's at least attempt to take this thing slow. It's been a freaking day. You're right. Sorry.
I'll be more than satisfied to spend the day with you, Gabe.
Oh, thanks, dude. I feel the same way. You pulls me into a tight hug, giving my ass a squeeze before pulling away.
Weren't you just saying, and if we decide we really can't wait, there's always later tonight?
There, addendum indeed. Addendum needed.
I'm glad he's as into me as I am to him, but I doubt we can get away with much while he's still living with his folks. I see the bag from our shopping trip and start to paw through it, and all out of it was a complete blur.
Oh, I gotta try out the new dreads, huh?
Yeah, I need to try and blend in, right?
Oh, he's still wearing the same clothes, okay.
He nods and slips into what must be his everyday wear, his giant tail wagging side to side as he hums to himself. I pull out what feels like a second bag, only it's in the shape of a shirt and pants.
Plastic pants.
Right. Plastic pants. Right.
Yeah, isn't technology crazy? What happened to denim?
Oh, sorry, dude. He stumbles over to brightly colored drawer and starts riffling through it.
I just had a stellar idea.
I'm half paying attention as I slide my limbs through his alien fabric. Yeah. Stationary sails over my head as he digs.
You've basically been out of commission for 60 years, right?
Hearing the numbers said out loud also makes me throw up. I collect myself and nod weakly.
Well, you got a hell of a lot catching up to do, bro. I'm gonna make a list of all the major historical events you missed. Bah! What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, that is so tacky. Are you sure? That sounds like a lot of... Suddenly a knock on the door.
Gabriel! It's already 11 o'clock, mijo! Don't you have plans with your friends today?
Shit!
I cover my mouth and back away from the door, almost tripping over the bed frame. Is that your...
Shh!
Yes.
Mommy.
Did you just shush me?
No.
Don't think you're too old for me to whoop you. Don't think you're too old for me to whoop you, Gabriel. Gabriel, I brought you into this world and...
You can take me out, Mommy. I know. I wasn't shushing you.
Then who were you talking to, ho? Que sospechoso.
Hey.
Que sospechoso.
It's myself. Oh, can you give me a moment? Can you give me a minute? I'm getting dressed. Oh,
Perfect timing.
I brought up your finished laundry. Oh, thanks. Just leave it by the door and I'll... Crap! Before he can finish, the knob starts jiggling. He looks at me in panic, unsure what to do. I guess it's up to me. I see a closet with a sliding door to my left and an open window behind me. Glancing out of it, we're on the second story. No way to survive that fall! Closet door!
Wasting no time, I stumble into the tiny closet, sliding it closed just as the door swings open.
Oh my god, Mama! Mama!
No more of this talking through the door, crap. I'm coming in.
Come on, we're gonna get a warning. I could have still been naked.
Ya deja de chingar.
You were naked when I gave birth to you, yeah? You know? Sorry. I used to dress you, bathe you, wipe you. Okay, I get it. Just put the clothes on my bed.
I hear a loud thump followed by some rustling.
Make sure you fold and put those away before they get wrinkled, okay?
Yes, I know. Thanks.
I think she's leaving now. She trips on something that sounds like a bell.
Oh no! She trips on something sounds like a belt.
Coño? Gabriel! When did you start wearing suspenders? And how old is this shirt? 5th grade? Que lindo. You were so small.
Fuck my clothes. Yeah, Caesar lent me some stuff to try on. You know me, always changing my look. Oh, honey, you know, I always love seeing you express yourself with your little outfits. I hear Gabe grumble indifferently. Come here, mijo. Mommy loves you. Big smooch, big smooch. Oh, Mom, stop. I love you too. Now can I please finish getting ready? Yes, always the busy boy. But Abuela wants to have breakfast with you before you leave. Why me? Isn't Poppy home? And what about you? I just got called in to cover Natalie's shift at the hospital. She got the flu.
More grumbling.
She made tortillas excuse me. She made tortillas de maíz and wanted you to have some while they were still fresh. With queso? With queso and manok. With queso and cheese. With queso and cheese. With queso and chicken. Alright, I'll be done in a sec. Good. She can smell blood! I hear her sniffling the air. Some footsteps come towards the closet and I hold my breath. And spray some air freshener in here. It smells funky. Will do. The bedroom door finally closed and I collapsed out of the closet onto the carpet. That was so cute. Oh, shut it! My mom can be so embarrassing. I sit up and try to fix my messed up hair. Hey, I'd kill to have a conversation with my mom again. His bratty demeanor shifts into a look of sadness. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. What happened to her? We can talk about that another time. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of the house without anyone seeing me. I hear the sound of a door closing downstairs, followed a few seconds later by a car starting. Well, your mom's gone, at least. Yeah, but if Abuela's still in the kitchen, that means she can see both the front and garage doors. You can't just waltz out of here. You stand there thinking silently for a few minutes. Let me put you in the bag. Suddenly, he slams a fist into an open palm, nodding to himself. You thought of a way? Yeah, well, at least I think I did. Maybe. Maybe better to just introduce you to her. Yeah. Hey, Abuela, this is my friend, who I didn't even introduce to my mom yet. Shh, I know, hear me out. I cover my mouth and nod for him to continue. If you're going to be staying with me, it'd be better if everyone knew who you were. My mom will take some convincing, and my dad way more. But I feel like you were gonna be in my life for a while, so it matters to me that my people know. Despite my hesitation, I can't deny that his faith in our friendship warms my heart a little. Okay, to be honest, Nikko has a way with colors. It blends wonderfully. I don't know why. They're really good with the colors. Unless you want to be creepy, older stranger who hangs around the neighborhood all day. Good point. I'm just nervous, especially given the circumstances of my being here being inexplicable. But if you're from the past, maybe you'll find some stuff in common with Abuela? We'll just say you're an old soul or something. I didn't know. Finding common ground with the elderly has never been my strong suit. Minus my own grandmother, of course, and she was considered insane by most standards. Come on, let's just get it over with so we can eat and start the day. You two can talk while I work on that history lesson for you. Alright. I reluctantly follow him down the stairs, cringing every time they creak under the weight line. Now that it's daytime, I can actually reappreciate the warm colors and rustic design of the home. Childhood photos of Gabe line the walls beside the stairs, with tiny baby portraits of whom I assume are distant relatives dotting the free spaces in between.
Most of the photos are in black and white, but a few are in striking color. Something I didn't know was even possible. More of surprises. I need to brace myself before I get downstairs, since I'll likely be seeing more foreign technology. Alright, she doesn't speak great English, so she'll probably lay off you. I wouldn't mind talking to her. I mean, she's important to you, right? Of course, but she can be a little nosy. He stands still on the second to last step and a bump on the back. Does she know? I never brought it up. He chuckled and he turns to shrug at me with a smile. What? She never asked if I had a girlfriend either. Gabe confidently struts into the kitchen while I take my time examining the living room. Oh. That must be his dad. Oh my god. Okay.
Ah, plastic, of course.
Everything is made of plastic. At least I think it's plastic. A strange boxy phone with an old dialing disc, and an even bigger box behind it with a tiny light occasionally blinking at me. To the left of them was a tinier box with the numbers 11:15 a.m. displayed in glowing red text. Must be some sort of clock. I wonder if the kids at this age can still tell time on a normal clock. For all I know, they have some device implanted in their heads that can tell them the time. Or flying cars, or spacecraft. Woo! This spell of culture shock is suddenly broken by the clink of dishes in the kitchen. Muffled voices gave us a little less so. Alright, Gray, you can do this. It's just a little old lady. Taking a deep breath, I around the corner and walk into the kitchen.
I love this kitchen. I love it so much. I love it. They are full Mexicano.
It's very quaint. Decorated tiles randomly dot the floors.
Doors! Floors! Let's go! These are home. We've got every generation.
Anyway, decorated tiles randomly dot the floors, leading up to the far wall, separated from the dining area by a low-hanging arc that reminds me of a hacienda. Intricate paper decoration in every color hang from it. They sway back and forth as the vents from the oven blow a hot air their way. Gabriel is already sitting at the table, effortlessly putting away a huge stack of tortillas. I meekly wave to try and get his attention. He does a dip a half-eaten one in some salsa and spots me. He nearly chokes on his food, stifling a cough by chugging the rest of his orange juice.
Dude! Come sit down!
Alright. As I approach, I see another figure standing in front of the stove, previously obscured by Gabe's giant frame. A much smaller, pink-hued shark man's a grill plate, gently flipping tortillas one at a time. There's no way Gabe needs more food than he's already got. Hope some of them are for her. I picked the chair next to him and scoot in, only now noticing how hungry I was. Gabe notices my drooling and slides his plate between us, nothing towards it. She'd be insulted if you didn't trust me. Dig in! I nodded up.
I already ate earlier!
I nod and happily take one. The crunch from the first bite tickles my brain and my tail starts wagging as warm, gooey cheese meets my tongue. A long string of the stuff forms as I pull back from another greedy bite. Gabe chuckles, patting my back. I know, man. I know. Please tell me you know how to make these.
Loharia si mis... Laharia si...
Sorry, how do you say this?
Laharia si me dejas mostrarte como hacerlo. Oh! She's adorable.
We both turn and see her standing across from us.
Before that, my Filipino is showing. Excuse me. Can you give me a moment and then Lola, mano po.
We both turn and see her standing across from us, sitting down another steaming hot tray of food.
Haha, yeah. So abuela.
Hola. Gabe shoots me a worried glance, but I shoo it away with a confident smile.
Come on, abuela. This is Gray. He had to stay the night. Someone stole his bike.
She scans. Oh, she's smiling. She scans the both of us with skeptical eyes, stopping to sip some coffee before responding. Okay. Okay. This area. This area. Very dangerous. At night. I nod. Definitely noticed. I happy you stay. You went home. Would have been big mistake. Moririas. What's that mean? It would have been really bad. I hold a hand out and she lightly grips my forefinger, giving it a gentle shake. I notice her constant trembling and wonder if I'll be like this when I reach her age. It's nice to meet you. The food was delicious. Thank you. She nods, pushing the new plate of food towards Gabe. He's yet to finish his current plate, but happily slides a few more into it. Gabe? What? I'm so hungry. What? I'm still hungry. Caesar was a jerk, yes. However, some of what he said yesterday was buzzing in my head like a nagging mosquito. Gabriel is perfect the way he is now, but eating this much this often can't be healthy, can it? Dude, it's only breakfast! Still, Caesar could have said it nicely if he really wanted to convince Gabe he cared. She holds the plate out towards me and I decline, smiling awkwardly. Accept it! Oh no! Gray? She shrugs, muttering something under her breath. Ay, que falco. Gabriel rolls his eyes, passing me a sweating glass of ice-cold water. It's how she knows her love. It's how she shows her love. She didn't always get to eat growing up. I get it. No worries, I'm very flattered. The table grows quiet while we all chew our food. Abuela keeps eyeing me, those ancient gears turning. I try not to let my fear show, but she can probably smell it. You? Me? Old smell. Abuela, that's not nice. No es viejo, pero del pasado. ¿Se entiende? Okay. I have ancestors of Spanish. I have Spanish ancestors, but I tried my best. I lean over to Gabe to whisper what I assume his ears are. What is she saying? She didn't mean old like your age, but that you smell of an older era. Like the past? How the hell could she have... Shalimar? Huh? Guerlain Shalimar. French perfume. Mama always wear Shalimar. Mine too. She's the one who started putting on me. I can't believe that last splits I put on before I left survived the rain or the pool. She smiles at me sweetly, eyes kind and warm for the first time. Gabriel. I'm not calling him Gabriel. I'm now calling Gabriel. Okay then, Gabriel. Drops my back in wings, opening up the notebook from before as he starts jotting things down. Yes, that's my cue to keep her busy for a while. My mother. I clear my throat. She wasn't very sophisticated, you could say. My father always described her as a wild woman. When I'd wake up in the morning, she'd already be sitting on the windowsill, listening to the birds sing, combing her hair. She nods for me to continue. I keep a brave face, knowing thinking too long about this could send me over the edge. Well, she'd be sitting there in her dressing gown, getting ready for the day. And before she got dressed, she'd always dab a little perfume under her neck. It kind of hurt my nose. I was young, you know. But as I got older, I could appreciate how complex it was. I gripped my legs. One day, I started getting a crush on a person. A friend. Oh, how I made a show of it. Acting like I really had a chance with them. I was just a kid, like I said. She was the person I trusted more than anyone else in the world. So naturally, I brought it out to her one day. She was so surprised. And do you know what she said back? What did she say? I turned to see him looking at me, completely transfixed by my story. Chag, are you jealous? What happened to writing? She said if your intention in this world is to find love, you need to tell your paramour how you feel. But Mom, I can't just tell them, it's embarrassing. She laughed and dabbed some of her perfume behind my ear. All I could do was wait as if she'd given me a magic elixir. When nothing happened, I pouted and asked her to explain what she meant. What'd she say?
This will tell him.
This will tell him without telling him! Ah! She chuckles, swatting at my elbow coyly. Gabe smirks and then goes back to writing. Wait, I said him at the end! Fuck! I guess she didn't notice still. Close call. I wipe the sweat. Oh crap. I wipe the sweat on my brow and take a sip of water. Apart from the long story. Zarigea. Tell good story, mijo. Delicues en buen... Delicues en buen narrador, por favor.
She said you have a way of words. Gracias, señora.
Señora. Sí. Sí, y él es muy encantador también. También. Sí. Y él es muy encantador también.
Yeah, he's a charmer.
Y tan sofisticado.
Yeah, very sophisticated, abuela. Oh, shucks, I try.
Es tu novio, Gabriel.
What?
I hear Gabriel drop his pen mid-sentence. It's dead silent as it slowly rolls off the table, hitting the floor with a loud clack. Wait. Esto no... ¡Novio! ¡Novio! Novio means, is this your boyfriend, Gabriel? What? I hear Gabriel drop his pen mid-sentence. It's dead silent. It slowly rolls off the table, hitting the floor with a loud clack. Gabe? What does that mean? Just like earlier, he's completely frozen in fear. I bump my shin against his defiantly. I bump my shin against his defiantly, trying to snap him out of it. His eyes twitches and he springs back to life. She ask if you're oh, that. He's waving his hands around frantically, delaying his reply. He looks to me at a complete loss for words. Well, I think I need to fill in the blank. We're just friends. It's my boyfriend. Oh my god. We're just friends. No, we're just friends, ma'am. Fine! But kung boyfriend, happy, and then all of a sudden we don't want to tell her. Then all of a sudden, oh, we're just friends. I'm sad. He's my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. And he smiles. I cringe as soon as the words leave my mouth. Gray. Do you mean that? I crack an eye open, expected to see Gabriel fuming at me. Instead, I see his biggest smile yet. Kakun heart. Oh. Of course. What are you doing? Well, there you have it. Why would you say that, Gray? What can I say? He completes me. And this outfit, too. Just stop talking! The old woman stares at us for a while before nodding with a serious look on her face. Okay, I see. You do? Ay, happy to you, mijo. You found somebody. Estaba en el diseño de Dios. De Dios, not Dios. Estaba en el diseño de Dios. He makes somebody for everybody. I think estaba en el diseño de Dios is praise the Lord. It was in God's design. Okay. It was in God's design. Okay. Yeah. Niños, escuchen, okay? La plaga, killing everybody. Killing young men. You know. Matar hombres que se acostaban con otros hombres. What? Kill men who slept with other men. Kill men who slept with other men. I pray for them. Pray for you boys too. She's an ally. God, she's an ally. She must be talking about that AIDS thing again.
hope Gabe included an explanation for that in his notebook too. Be safe, te quiero, mijo. He will. Don't worry.
Now you're sad. Ambota. You're sad, but you're not sad. And then after that, you're happy. Ambot.
He gets up and awkwardly stumbles over to her, wrapping his arms around her in a gentle hug. Ah! Abuela! Lola! I love you too, Abuela! I know you're trying to understand. I'm still trying to understand it all too. Life is so weird. We can take things slow, Gabe. Don't sweat it.
Y sin embargo, ustedes dos fueron muy ruidosos anoche. Dios mío. Okay, what does that mean? And yet you two were very noisy. And yet you two were very noisy last night, my god. And yet you two were very noisy last night, my god. Abuela? Huh? Okay. Quinceañera ka Montibe. 5 minutes. You be blessed. She slowly gets up and leans into her wooden cane, the end carved to look like two intertwining serpents. Adios. Ay, Dios mío. Come on, everybody, let's go. I wave her off and she disappeared from view. Gabriel lets out a big sigh, the wooden seat creaking under him as his body reflexes. My god, I love Gabriel so much. Serioso, I love him so much. Ay, amor.
Phew, that was literally hell. She's really sweet. It's clear she cares about you a lot. I know. So, boyfriends, huh? Sorry, it sounded like she wasn't buying the friendship story and I panicked. He rests his chin on his hands, staring at nothing for a few seconds before giggling to myself. Boyfriend. Gabe? Doesn't sound so bad. Gabe? Boyfriend! I've lost him. Can we circle back to the previous matter for a second? Oh yeah. Boyfriend. He grabs the rest of the uneaten tortillas and guides me through a small door into the garage. It's surprisingly dark in here, with only a little light filtering through the tiny window.
Ooh. Papi's Garahe.
Gabe waves his free hand around, eventually finding his target and pulling a chain. The lights flicker for a moment before buzzing into life. Doesn't help much, but it's better than stumbling around in the dark. I see a plush looking sofa and take a seat. Gabe opting to plop down on an oversized sack that squishes and contorts around his bulk. So, that history lesson. Ready? Oh, nah, give me another 5 minutes. Alright. He nods and goes back to scribbling in his notebook. I tap my fingers on the armrest, trying to think of something to do in the meantime. Glancing around, I see a few interesting items scattered amongst the racks of random tools and scrap metal. I wonder if his father was also a tinkerer. You mind if I look around? Go ahead, just be careful. Yeah,
And don't touch anything.
I hop to my feet and start on the opposite side of the room. Some light pokes through from under the garage door, and I hear the muffled sounds of kids playing on the other side. Laying on the ground are a few dusty kids' toys, a jump rope, assorted sports equipment, some more colorful plastic oddities I can't make heads or tails of. What even is this thing? Hey, Skip! Hey, Skip! Hey, Skip! Skip it, sorry. Hey, skip it's a great form of exercise. There's no way this will still fit you. I toss it to the side and move towards the metal racks lining the walls. Father would have a field day with these tools. They look much lighter than the metal monstrosities he and his men used. Bins of tangled cables in every size and shape line the shelves, making it impossible to tell where one cord starts and another ends. I wonder if Edison knew his inventions would end up creating so much clutter in the average American home. I notice a strangely familiar shape under a stack of records and gently pull it free. Shaking away years of dust reveals a black violin case. Hey, you play? He finishes jotting something down with a satisfied nod before answering. Not me. It was my cousins. Ah, do you mind if I... Oh, okay. It was just collecting dust anyway. I pull the zipper along its awkward curves until it stops, popping the top open with my thumb. Inside lies a perfectly preserved cherry red violin, bow resting beside it. The reflection in the gaze warps my surroundings across its feminine frame. Strangely enough, I can't see myself in it. Must be a trick of the light or something. I remove it from its velvet confines and gently pluck the strings, practicing scale to see how much I need to tune it. To my surprise, it was only a little flat. Someone must still be maintaining it from time to time. The bow was still properly rosined as well. Unable to resist any longer, I started with a simple tune.
Air on a G-string.
It resonates throughout the garage. It's cramped space not showcasing the full glory of Bach's compositional prowess. It's funny how muscle memory works. I'd all but abandoned practicing the violin, yet now it's as if no time had passed at all. When I finished, I hear clapping on the other side of the shelves. I smile at Gabe through a gap in the clutter and put everything back where I found it.
You're really good. You're really good, dude. Damn.
Thanks. I'm still a bit rusty though. I walk back around to the couch and Gabe gently nudges me as I pass him, almost knocking me over. It seems that even his most gentle touch is too much for me to handle.
Don't sell yourself short. You have a talent. A lot of folks just pick a random instrument and goof around with it before giving up.
I'm guilty of that too. I tried learning a few other instruments before we settled on the violin.
We?
Yeah, I had a tutor. Well, me, my sister, and a few other kids in the neighborhood.
Damn, were you guys trying to form a band as kids? That'd have been wicked.
Not really. It was compulsory education. At the time, mastering skills like that made it easier to enter fine society when we became of age.
Fine society, eh? You'll have to tell me all about it someday.
Well, maybe not all of it. I can only imagine how many things I find normal would be considered strange by today's standards.
On that note, are you ready?
He grins, flipping to a page in his book and clearing his throat. I brace myself for what's to come. This is it. No turning back.
Oh yeah, here we go. Alright. So starting from 1928, you did say 1928, right? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Great Depression started like a year later. Because of the stock market crashing and banks going belly up. U.S. finances were really royally fucked. As if that wasn't totally heinous, there were severe droughts that rocked the Midwest, so they dubbed it the Dust Bowl. Life for the average Joe was freaking bogus. What finally ended up depression? War. Another world war began in 1939 with Germany led by this dude named Hitler, who had this tragic-looking mustache by the by invaded Poland. Here, I drew a dumb little picture of the dude.
That looks like Charlie Chaplin.
Who? Anyway, he began the Nazi party. This team of brainwashed losers who probably wanted to suck his dick or something. They wanted to wipe out all of the Jews in Europe, so they put him in death camps.
Why the Jews?
He thought they were like impure or something. Blame all of Germany's problems on them. Their economy was still pretty fucked after the First World War.
First? That'll take getting used to.
The other reason they declared war was to spread communism, but we'll tackle that can of worms in a bit. Italy and Japan liked their bullshit and joined them in what became known as the Axis powers. And there was an anime about that. But these turned into cute men. Honestly, it was kind of dumb. The only dudes would be scared of Italians are like Koopa Troopas. There's a Super Mario in this, apparently. Anyway, in 1941, Japan showed some balls and attacked the U.S. base in Pearl Harbor, the first direct attack on American soil since the start of this shit show. Joining the war unfucked our economy and led to the production of super advanced weapons. A race began between us and the enemy forces to see who could kill each other the hardest. A German science bro called Einstein ditched the Nazis and fled to the US so he could join the Manhattan Project, a top secret research group developing nukes. Nukes? As in nuclear? Yeah, I don't know how they work, just that they're missiles, super radioactive and hella dangerous. So in response to Japan slapping us with their dick, the US military decided to drop nukes on two of their cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The damage was horrendous. I could barely believe what I saw when they showed us the footage in history class. The peeps who died instantly were the lucky ones. Everything within a mile of the blast was wiped, and people who survived still got sick with the radiation in the air. Some died just from that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, after that, the war was pretty much won. We kicked the Nazis out of France, Hitler pussied out and shot himself, and we had those scary nukes to back us up. We were proud of winning that day. Ecstatic. Did we ever have to use nukes again? Not yet. I'm getting to that. Okay. He pauses to take a sip of water, and I notice my knees are shaking. The power to just eliminate entire cities. If we have that kind of weapon during the Great War, would Europe even exist anymore? He clears his throat to continue, and I smile, pretending to not be shaken. So after that, we entered an arguably pretty chill time in history. We've proven ourselves as a force to not be fucked with, and the economy reflected that. Also, the world's population had more than doubled since your time. People were getting busy. Well, that's good, right? Yeah, unfortunately though, communism was waiting right around the corner to fuck things up. USSR became our new enemy, led by some dude named Stalin who had an admittedly pretty cool mustache. Here, I drew another little picture. Kinda looks like Howard Taft. Who? Anyway, he invaded the little countries around Russia to increase their territory and kept everyone starved and weak so they couldn't fight back. We decided it was our mission to stop the USSR from spreading communism and to start the world order with democracy. Why were we involved in the politics of other nations? Bingo! Well, there were issues with how the communism-controlled places were run. Who were we to say our way was the right way? We did it to intimidate everyone. Did it work? Nah, we're dealing with the fallout even now. Eastern Europe and Russia are still controlled by the Soviets. Everyone and their mamas got nukes, and nobody can agree on a damn thing. So everyone can make them now. Cha! It's just a dick measuring contest at this point, dude. Hey, can we talk about some positive stuff? Okay, so after the 50s, we started seeing a huge push for civil rights. The labor races fought for the same rights as the top dogs, and by the mid-60s, it became illegal to discriminate because of someone's species. So that's why nobody gave us a second look yesterday when we all sat together. That's great news. Well, yeah, on paper, people are still bigoted, Gray. Oh, sorry. That was Gray saying, so that's why nobody gave us a second look yesterday when we all sat together. That's great news. Well, yeah, on paper, people are still bigoted, Gray. Oh. Remember what I told you last night? The cops don't give a shit what happens to the rest of us. Positives? Right, my bad. Next on the roster for civil rights were us. Us? Yeah, you know, gays, dykes, the queers. We're still not accepted everywhere, but it's not like illegal to be gay or whatever anymore. Really? Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't scream it from the mountaintops though. You can't change everyone's minds. Give it some time. Give it some time. Of course, still, I'm shocked to hear it's accepted at all. Land of the free, right? But yeah, that's about all I can think of between Brecky and now. Hope it helped, dude. It did. What's up, dude? What's AIDS? Right. My bad. You were there when Caesar yelled it. He thinks for a few minutes, tapping the pen on his chin. I don't remember exactly when it started popping up, but it's a disease you can get from having unprotected sex. A venereal disease? What? Oh, nah, not really. It's spread through semen or blood. Definitely not spit. Fucking asshole. Okay, what's different about this one? Lets out a long sigh. For one, it's incurable at the moment. It's really complicated, but basically it starts out as a virus called HIV. That's a part you get from the infected fluids. If that virus kills enough of the immune cells in your bloodstream, they diagnose you with AIDS. What's the difference? HIV is treatable. AIDS is a death sentence. It shuts down your immune system to the point where the common cold can be lethal. You'll die of shit nobody has croaked from since the turn of the century. Tuberculosis, pneumonia. Hell, I even saw a news story about some dude who bit it after getting an infection from a freaking splinter. Gabe, I'm so sorry. Why? I don't have it. I was implying. What I mean is, sorry that Caesar would even think to use that against you. It's fine. It doesn't bug me anymore. Wait till you see the extras, my darlings. You're gonna love it. He says it that often? Not him specifically. It just gets yelled at. It just gets yelled at you if people think you're gay. He didn't say it was a gay disease, because it's not. Anyway, I think that's enough doom and gloom for one morning. Sorry. He gets up and stretches, scratching behind his dorsal fin. Nah, it's fine. This was my idea, remember? I just forgot how gnarly our history was. How do you feel, bud? It's a lot to take in. I don't know yet. The main thing I feel is disappointment. Understandable, but the race stuff must be a relief, right? Yeah, it is. And once the gay shit is sorted out, we can walk down the street holding hands and nobody can stop us. You have to wait a little bit of 30 more years, dude. That does sound nice. As long as a missile from the Soviets doesn't blow us to smithereens first. Oh, that's home! A honk outside interrupts my thoughts and I see the garage door start to lift on its own. What the? Remote control door. Relax. As the gate curls into itself, the sun hits my eyes and I can already feel the heat from outside. A boxy white car is parked on the driveway. That's my dad. He's gonna give us a lift to Felix's house for D&D. Oh, right. I still have an idea what the hell Dungeons and Dragons is. If he asks, we're study buddies, okay? Got it. Try to act like you're local. Uh-huh. Cha. Cha. It's okay. Nailed it. An older shark steps out of the driver's side and stretches until his back pops, followed by a sigh of relief.